Hi there, my name's Charlie Reber. I'm an inspector here at Allstar Construction and Pest Management. I'm putting this video together to try to explain the difference between a Section 1, a Section 2, and further inspection items that you commonly will see listed on our reports kind of as a classification of those items. It can kind of be confusing, and it's one of the more common questions that we get asked. And so I'm just trying to help give some clarification to these areas. The first item, or the first section that I would like to talk about, is just a regular Section 1 item. The Section 1 items would be items that would be actively doing damage to the structure in some sort of fashion, or infesting the structure in the forms of a wood-destroying pest. Say a kitchen cabinet underneath, a leaky faucet is now rotting out because of that leaky faucet. It's actively doing damage to it. There's probably a fungus infection of the wood members, and that would classify it as a Section 1 item. Section 2 items are items that are just conducive to causing damage to the structure if left unchecked, basically not fixed. More on the terms of maybe a maintenance type thing. Not as severe as a Section 1, but still should be addressed. Let's go back to that leaky faucet. Now, so let's say that faucet was just leaking and hadn't caused any damage to any of the wood members underneath that cabinet. But eventually it will cause damage to those wood members. But because it hasn't, that makes it a Section 2 item. More along, again, the terms of maintenance. Sometimes you'll see on the reports that there will be a Section 1 further inspection area. Those would be areas that would be concerning, that areas that we can't see, say underneath the cabinet. If we opened up the cabinet, we saw that there was some rot going down underneath those areas into the inaccessible areas. Those would be part of the further inspection portion of that Section 1 repair finding. The Section 2 would be, then you'll also see a Section 2 further inspection items that will be listed out on the report. Section 2 further inspection items would be if we suspect that maybe we don't see any rot on the top side of the cabinet, but there could be rot down below. That would be listed as a Section 2 further inspection item. And then you get into further inspection items, which are items that are just completely inaccessible areas, maybe underneath the house or underneath the deck that has a lot of skirting around it. Those would be areas that we don't necessarily see any problem from a Section 1 or Section 2 standpoint, but maybe it's a large area or an area that could have problems that are just simply inaccessible. Those areas would be, the recommendation would be to open up those areas for inspection and be listed as a further inspection item. I hope that this has helped you better understand the report. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to call the office. The office number is 209-768-2478. Thanks. Have a good day.